Say the other name that is on my NRC. So my name is Tiger. Tiger the Spartan. I'm called Tiger the Ultimate Spartan. Yeah. Tiger. Many people ask me a question, say why and how did you come up with the name Tiger? There are people. Everybody has got a spirit animal, I believe. That is attached to your soul in a certain sense. And so there's a common ground. Zambians know it, Paranauê, what. So when I graduated and reached a certain stage in teaching capoeira, I was given a name, Tiger, because the attributes I have and the animal they call
Capoeira, it's a Brazilian martial art,
yes,
right?
it's actually an Afro-Brazilian style. It was actually taken from Angolans, so it was taken to Brazil via slave trade, the triangular slave trade, if you remember. That's how it got to. That's why you have Capoeira de Janeiro and Capoeira Angorero. I teach Capoeira Angorero, is more combat, then the Capoeira de Janeiro is more of the dancing style.
Can you
That's
show
where
us some
see.
moves?
Not a problem. So you find people who do that type of so yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, but I'm gonna give you a brief history about capoeira. Then I want to teach. I want to share with you what my grandfather told me before he passed on. So the brief history about capoeira. People will say, capoeira is from Brazil. Capoeira is an African art. People started practicing capoeira in Brazil. They were slaves. It was like on the same thing like we are doing now, a bonfire, where this the slave master said we cannot allow them to practice martial arts because it will liberate them. So what they started doing, they started hiding the style. So they would have knives. I would have liked to show the jogo, but because of the cumbersome movements and the guy with the camera, you won't be seeing a lot of stuff. But yeah. Now, coming back to what my grandfather shared with me back in the day, it's a very, very good story. It actually changed
Can
the
you
way.
take your cap off a bit so that we, yeah,
So yeah, let me take it off.
see a bit.
So this story, he said, he's half Congolese and half Zambian. He lived up in the Mpolokoso side of Zambia, in the northern side. We were seated like this in the evening, sharing a story about my achievement in martial arts and everything. Then he said, I've realized that you are very hot-tempered, but how have you come down to this man that you have become? Then I reminded him, it once told me a story. It said the Bembas sent off, there was a man who had farms, a white man up in Bolokoso. And this guy had workers. So these workers stole salt from him. Okay, so when they stole salt, they ran away, big huge bags of salt. They ran away from him. Then he got so mad that he went to do black magic. So this black magic he did, he made two lions. He sent one, say, go and kill those who leave their homes out of frustration in the night, the bitter heart, and the short-tempered. He called them Namwelehu and something. I've forgotten the other name. So he said, every time a person would leave their house hot-tempered or out of frustration, they would be eaten by that particular lion. Then I asked him, say, grandfather, why are you telling me this story? He said, you live in a tough world. As a man, you're gonna have to make very tough decisions, but never walk out of a situation as a man out of frustration. Because when you leave your house out of frustration, you're gonna make very bad decisions that are the lions that are gonna eat you. One can take your life, or one can cause really bad consequences that you might have to live with them all the days of your life. So here is the moral of the story. Be a person of kind heart, he said. Be a person who will look after your siblings. He said, be a good man to the family because I'm the first male child of the family. So I'm here to encourage people also that the very purpose of this story is to ensure that do unto others as you would love them to do unto you. Share goodness, be kind. If something goes wrong in the family, in the house, with your brother, even the Bible says make peace, then go offer your offering to God. So it's a story about kind hearts, and it's a story about being a good guy when you walk out there. Don't
Yeah,
leave
and
your house.
don't, like, you see, he looks very dangerous and what, but just because you have the power to beat someone or to kill
Doesn't
someone,
mean
don't
cause
do
damage.
it.
So the moral of the story, that's why
That's
I
where
came
the
dressed
real
like this.
strength is. So you are more strong, actually,
When you can cause
if you
damage,
can
but you
control
still
the strength that you
control
have.
the strength that you have. I've got over 22 years of martial art experience. So I've handled guns before, I've handled knives before. I didn't want to come with a knife because people would have been paranoid or my other stuff. But I've got quite a number of stuff on me that I can use to cause damage. But it doesn't mean I should hate people when I step out. You understand, right? So a strong man is not the one that can't cause harm, but the one that can control himself even when he has the power to cause harm, because that's where true kindness and genuine good heart is seen, when you are able to cause damage. So be guys and be women of good hearts and kind hearts. Thank you.
Amen.